everybody, this is Tasia from Love Light Home Design, your home harmony healer. Today we have gotten past all the good stuff that I do and explained, and today we're going to talk about how to create a peaceful environment for you during the coronavirus, because I'm sure a lot of us are suffering, myself included, from cabin fever. And when you shelter in place with an energy that you're not used to, because a lot of us are used to being out and about, or we're used to family members being out and about, and everybody is now holed up in the house, and you know it's difficult to be out for long periods of time. I'm sure that you're going stir crazy. So let's talk about creating a peaceful environment for everybody within this space. Now, the first thing that we need to do is to be grateful. Gratitude is huge here. And why do I say that? Because without changing your mindset, what will you be creating? You're creating this massive negative energy. Remember I talked about energy breakthroughs and the harmony infusions in your house. If the energy that is negative is coming from you, you know, it's going to come from you. You're going to create this vibration of like really heavy energy. So we need to take a step back and be grateful that we have a roof over our heads, food on our table. I'm grateful that I have this technology to be able to reach out to all of you while we're holed up, and not think about the adversity with your space, because it's not really adversity. You only think it is because you're not used to it. Really, the gift of your home is a gift, right? Okay, we're lucky, and I would say find some humor. I see a lot of messages bouncing around that is all about, oh my God, you have to go and buy toilet paper and hoard it, or, you know, it's doom and gloom. Let's find a little bit of humor. You know, reach out to people. What I've been doing is I've been reaching out to people from my home so that I have a social community around me. I would encourage you to do the same, because that creates a positive boost. Now, my husband is home with me, and he and I have very different ways of looking at life and at our work. So what I've created is a work boundary, and I encourage all of you to do the same thing. So create work boundaries either on different floors or in different places. Different floors is good because then you can create a big space for yourself. But if your place is not big enough to do that, then create a work boundary in rooms and shut the door. Now, I don't encourage you to shut the door all day, but I'm talking about if you're working from home, you need to create a boundary. Don't be sitting in the same room with each other. It's not going to work because it's a different energy bouncing off of each other. If you have kids at home, now I don't have kids, so I can't really advise you what to do with kids. I can send you to people who will give you ideas to do that. But I would say find a kid zone for your kids. I know that's a little bit hard, but kids, if you create a zone for them, their little play space, they do a lot better. So what we're going to talk about here is what you need to do when you're creating energy flows. This is a little bit different from a normal day for all of us. So when we design our spaces, we design it based on just how we live our lives. During the coronavirus, what I'm asking you to do is take that all up and shift everything around. So if you need to shift furniture, if you need to shift rooms, if you need to shift places, create that space. So for a kid zone, I would encourage you to create a huge primary color bomb. Use color psychology. You know that the kids are going to be energized in a space. You can't calm the kids' energy down, so just put them in a space where they have that energy and just leave them in that space. So use reds, oranges, blues, yellows, and just have a lot of color in that space. Whatever you can put in the space, whether you're printing out posters, they have their own stuff, move it to their space and create a little haven for energy for your kids there. If you're creating a workspace, depending on what you want from it, if you want to feel energized in your workspace, then use orange, not red. Red is a little bit too difficult. I use white and pink, but sometimes magenta. And on my wall in front of me, I have a lot of blue because I want to feel calm, zen when I'm talking to you guys. If you're working in your bedroom, and I'm talking about a little bit about color psychology, and later on there will be a video on how to use color in your space based on feng shui. I would suggest that you use blue, but you use, where you're working, use a brighter blue like teal, aquamarine, or royal blue, indigo. Those are colors that will actually boost your energy up. Create zones for yourself. We are talking about self-care here. So in a time where you're in each other's spaces, you need a little self-care, because I'm sure that you are giving a lot out to other people to try and take care of. You're cooking in your space, you're working in your space, you're trying to keep the kids entertained in your space. Where is your self-care? So create a little zone for yourself, even if it's a little corner of your bedroom, in a chair with a nice little cushion, with colors that calm you, and create a little self-care space for yourself. Even if it's the bathroom, and it needs to be in a tub or in a place where there's music and a little book and something, move your chair to that area. It can be done during these few weeks. Now in Feng Shui, all I'm talking about here actually, guys, is Feng Shui, okay? Because we're trying to set up spaces and zones that still move the energy and chi within your space, so that you feel the harmony, the peace, and it's a flow of good energy that's still going to keep you abundant, joyful, and healthy. So one of the big things in Feng Shui that I would say is to make sure that you have good light and good air movement. The other day we had a beautiful day where it went up to, I don't really know what it went up to, but it was pretty warm. And I opened every single window in my house on both floors to create an energy, like an airflow, because, you know, in Canada we've been going through winter and I haven't opened my windows since the fall. So to me, the air in the house was stagnant, and it was warm enough for me to open the windows for probably about 45 minutes to an hour. And the air in the house now feels different. It just feels lighter because I've cleared it out. Do that. Make sure that you open your blinds, your curtains, you know, even if you need to close them to sleep or for privacy in the day, open them up, have good light in your house. And I would say during this time, if you have plants in your house, start moving your plants to different places. I know you have your plants situated for decor or for some other purpose, but start moving them to different parts of your house. And if you don't have plants, then print pictures of plants. Print pictures of water, lakes, oceans, forests, big space, and put it somewhere near you. Because even though you don't have a plant, because maybe you don't have green thumbs and you kill your plants, then at least visually you're bringing in the element of wood. And in a later video we're going to talk about elements and how they will boost your energy and what you need to do. But this is a huge tip, as in to bring the Feng Shui into the house, we need to move chi, the energy within a space and the flow. And I always need flow, growth flow. So even though I had said in the earlier video, don't put in the bathroom, there's nothing wrong with you putting a picture of a plant. Print it out. If you have a printer, print it out. If you have photographs of you out in nature, taking a hike on a beach, anything like that, put these photos in front of you. They will create visual, like a sensory visual flow, because water is life force, remember that, and plants are about growth. And what we need to do right now is shift your space. So those are a few quick tips, and I'm going to delve into later videos on color psychology, which we briefly touched on today. The next video I'm going to talk about how to set up your home office during the coronavirus, which is very different from how you would set it up when there's no coronavirus and you're not like sheltering in place. We will talk about elements of Feng Shui, so that you can energize and boost yourself. And that is actually a very important video because I use it for everybody, and it's a very quick fix when you're not feeling well or you just need energy. A lot of us are feeling fatigued. All right, guys. So saying sayonara for today. This is Tassia from Love Light Home Design, your home harmony healer, bringing the heart to every space. Be well.